Welcome everyone to Kingdom Two Crowns, a city builder tower defense fantasy game. Although you will find that it doesn't look like any of those categories, but I suppose those are the ones that best describe the game. Specifically Call of Olympus. Now, there are many game modes, factions, however you want to call them. But since Call of the Olympus is rather new and actually looks like pretty much a different game to me, I'm just going to showcase the first play of this game with this, because I also don't think that. Well, suppose it depends how much you would like it, guys, but for just, I guess, showcase purposes and because I really want to show you this kind of game, I am going to play Call of the Olympus because I also haven't played this. The other ones I've all played already with friends or alone, mostly alone. But this game is a multiplayer game, and it is actually best if you play this game with a friend. But since I don't have that luxury, I'm gonna show and well, I'm just gonna record. You are my friends, okay? You are my friends, guys. We are going to play on hard because on single player mode I find this difficulty to be, well, in my case, normal, because you don't want to imagine how many hours I have put into this game already. It is. I have played it when it first released, which was in. Wait, let me think. So, the first game of this franchise released in 2016, and that's where I saw it in the App Store back in the days and thought like, oh, what is this? This looks so interesting. And ever since, I occasionally always came back to this game. Up until now, it has been 10 years. Holy shit. Holy 10 years. God damn. Anyways. Oh, wow, what is that? Okay, yeah, there are custom rulers. Okay, if you know the game, you know. This is so dumb, this one. Anyways, we are gonna pick. Ooh, it's interesting, but I guess like a Caesar type. Why does the female one have a helm? Anyways, we're gonna pick the standard one. Standard Caesar. And once the game starts, you can actually, yeah, well, press a button to customize your ruler. Seeker of destiny, O monarch of fate, a sinister call from Mount Olympus awaits. Restore the goods and fulfill their demands. Only a royal hero can. God damn it. Anyways. Well, this game is, like I said, special. Now that you see how it is, well, being played, you must be like, okay, how is this a tower defense game? How is this a city builder? And this is where it all starts. Basically, you have coins. You use the coins to build and recruit citizens, which you will then give a tool, like for example, slings. In this case, with them they can hunt and generate more coins. Then you can give them a hammer, and with this hammer build walls, because there are enemies that will want to harvest some of your income as well. And these enemies are called the Greed. They appear at nighttime. And, well, before I go into that, you can also, well, chop down trees, which makes space for you to expand your territory. Now, I'm what you would call maybe a tryhard. Okay, maybe not a tryhard, but a perfectionist. More to that later. These are hobo camps where you can just, yeah, drop some coins. Oh, yeah, well, we're still in the tutorial. I have limited freedom. And you've seen the deer. The deer can be hunted for 3 coins. But what we definitely want to have at the early game is a lot of slingers. Slingers? Slings. What am I talking about? Anyways, excuse me. So, here we can also customize our banner. That the issue is with the customization, you randomize the colors. This is so stupid. But yeah. Now, after a little bit too much time and 2 attempts where I actually had the color and had to recycle everything, I chose a Spartan banner or something along those lines for us, because of course it looks epic. And one thing you do have to know about this game is that it's relaxing. It's very, very relaxing. And I do feel bad talking while, well, okay, here we have 2 chests. I believe this one is the rupee chest. Yes, it is. Well, and this one is a coin chest. Correct. Well, yeah, well, so a lot of things happening. There's a portal of the Greed. We should definitely return back. And meanwhile, I'm kind of looking for a perfect outpost. That's what I like to call the spots, which I mostly, or where I built the front line of our, or the outer wall, so to say. I think that describes it a little better. I think this is a good place. So, alright, a lot of things happening at once right here. I try to my best to explain, but it is the best strategy to, in the first few days, to keep exploring, to do as much exploring as possible, because the waves at the beginning are very easy. So you can actually their ultimate goal, the Greed's ultimate goal, is coins. So you can just drop them coins and they will piss off, which is very convenient. So the early nights especially, you can just go explore and drop some coins in case they come. Which, yeah, well, costs a few coins, but therefore you can just go to the complete far left and do anything you want. And here we have them. Those are the Greed. We give them 2 coins, just so okay, they can poop off. Yeah, I'm recognizing right now that it might not be the best. I might not be the best person to showcase this game, because I'm already tryharding. So, on the left, excuse me. So, this is where the game already differs from the base game, because usually on each island you would have a main portal and a coast portal. The coast portal is the side where you will eventually achieve peace if you destroy that portal, because you can, with time, also attack them back. So you are not going to be the sole defender all the time. Now, the next thing, this is a piece of forest we definitely want to clear out because this achieves nothing for us. There are places in which you would like to rather have more. Let's also upgrade. This is our town hall, basically. When we upgrade it, we gain bonuses like, well, free walls. Yeah, I'm trying to calculate some things here. So I want to have an even amount of slingers. 1, 2, 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3 on this side. Perfect. That means 2 more slingers we can go for. And while still keeping some amount of coin in our bag. Now, this side I think needs expansion a little bit more desperate because they don't have hunting fields. Hunting fields are places like this where our horse can restore some stamina because we cannot run indefinitely. So that being said, we do want to expand under this dirt hill because this is a place where we can build a wall. Unfortunately, it is not well protected by, or not adjacent to a stone in this case. Also, one thing we definitely want to keep an eye on. Okay, this is already the portal. Okay, yep, that's the most outer space we can go for in this area. One thing you do want to watch out for is do your best to keep the camps, these camps where the beggars are, because once you road the forest adjacent to it, they despawn. Oh, the wall? No, okay, the wall has been built. I was thinking the wall is already destroyed again? What? Well, anyways, we need a couple more builders. Let's do 3 more. Those are 3, right? It's hard to talk and keep attention. Pay attention to what is happening on screen. And here you can see they're hunting the deers. And you may have noticed that the spear here is also... Well, you know what? I'm going to explain that later. There's so much still going on here. I don't even know what this is, to be honest. What is that? Islands and a temple ruined by greed. Rebuilding shall be your first divine deed. Is that advice for a coin? What a waste. I already know what to do, game. Let's already also upgrade our castle. Or our city center, I believe it is called. And with every stage, the center... Or not with every stage, but... Yeah, well, this upgrade... What? Is this it? Okay, in the other factions of the game, it looks much more aesthetic than just a house. Oh well, it is what it is, huh? Well, anyways. So, here you can see the greed are attacking us, and the... Yeah, well, the slingers do function a little bit different than bowmen, I would say. Here's a stone. We can build an archer outpost here, which will significantly increase our combat capabilities here. Before I rode this entire forest again, though, I will look if it is... Okay, you know what? I shouldn't be here, actually. I'm doing so horrible right now. Is it because I don't pay attention? You know what? I think this is good to clear. Because there is a river. We want to have rivers in our kingdom, and rivers are being blocked by the forests. Basically, you cannot build inside forests. There are only a few structures you can build within a forest, so everything related to kingdom expansion is is only going to be unlocked by road, yeah, clearing the woods. And actually, this is not even going to be a good place for hunting, because they will have no hunting ground here either, because we will keep those trees to have those beggars applying for our slave positions. So yeah, as you can see, I always place one coin here. Once they respawn, they can grab it and go back. The river we want to build, or farm. This is a farm. Farms have two stages. The first one is going to work like this. The farmers go during daytime here, and during night they return to the city center where it's safe. The second upgrade will make it that they remain at night so they can work more efficiently, meaning once they you know what, let's build that. Let's build the wall. I want to already have an outer wall. Now, since we have expanded our... Okay, I'm not gonna upgrade it because it will take time, and the bowmen in our domain will be a little irritated when we expand or improve the wall, because as soon as you improve it and the wall is not ready, has not been finished, it doesn't count as the outer wall, meaning the archers will remain behind, or behind the last wall that is... Oh, the next wall that is done. Putting simply. So, right now, we want to watch out. There they are. Okay, perfect. I don't want them to get the coin here. You can speasel off, okay? Now, is that enough? I would say yes. The thing is, the first wall is very weak. The second, you know, wooden walls are generally weak. Yes, English. Speak it, Hum-hoim. You should try it. And here's the beggar. Let's give him a purpose in life. Excuse me. Now, the reason why I don't road this forest here, chop down the trees, is because the forest in this domain provides availability for us to generate cash. Because inside... Wait, is that wall... Okay, no, it's still standing. Good. Inside that forest, there may be deers spawning, and this is the banker. The banker is going to be very important later on. Right now, we do need the money for ourselves, so spending it on upgrades and whatnot is going to be the first priority of ours. And I will already look for the next placement of our outer wall. It is always best to have a stone adjacent to it, because that way you can build an archer outpost there, right next to a wall. Even better if the stone is outside the wall, which means they can safely attack the greed from outside the wall, while having a great line of sight of the enemy. I'm not sure how this structure works exactly. That being said, it is my first time playing this type of faction, so I think this might be a good spot, but I don't like that there are no stones nearby. But that's pretty much the next spot that would be best, unfortunately. Yeah, let's upgrade it in the meantime as well. I can't tell, is this a stone? I don't think so. I don't think that is a stone. But I would say that you need to chop down the trees up until here to clear or to free up this space to use it. Although I'm not sure exactly what you would use this for. I think this is where you build the boat. But I really have no idea. The thing is, you will have the opportunity to visit other islands. This is not the only one we will be staying at. And with each island there are going to be more things, more stuff, more enemies. Well, as the days progress, there are going to be more enemies with time. So that is always something, I wouldn't say dreadful, but you know, something to keep an eye on, because depending on the day there might, or at a certain amount of days, there's also winter and stuff like that, so there are going to be time periods where you cannot get any food, and damn it, is it hard to keep count of what you're trying to do while talking. Yeah, okay. I think I got it. The thing is, there aren't any hoes right now for us to make farmers, because we don't have enough space for a hoe shop. Now, I don't mean hoes in terms of sluts, obviously. I mean the good ones, the hoes you keep. Excuse me. Thank you. What did I wanted to say? Well, there... Oh yeah, right. The islands are always randomly generated, so it's not like I've known this island and I know exactly what to do or something like that. It's completely new every time. And the music in this game also. God bless. Okay, just because it's the first island and I have no idea how this concept works, I would say let's just build those walls here, honestly. We'll have some more territory. We lose the benefit of our defenses like these, but that is a price I would be willing to pay, I suppose. Let's also build... I don't build every wall, okay? And I would strongly advise against it, even. But the reason I build these walls in particular is because you want to have also good backups. In case a wall falls, you would still have the other walls to back you up once some crisis is going to happen. And this is a new building, a new shop, which allows us to recruit hoplites. 3, 4. Let's start off with 4. I do not know what they do yet, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, and yes, the cash flow. Just on priorities, you will not have any issues with gold. Money is not going to be an issue at all. Finally, some hoes or forks in this case. And perfect, we have enough gold for that. We do want to have as many, or not as many. I believe a farm can host up, or not host, could support, accommodate. Yes, yes. Up to 8 farmers, I believe. So, which would mean we would need to do 16 forks. Now, let's see those hoplites in action. Oh, okay. So, there was a unit like this in the previous faction. Can somebody kill this rabbit, please? For the love of something. I just need 1 coin. Please, guys, do you have a coin? Oh my god. This is mildly infuriating. Oh no. There's a stone. Oh, beautiful. Also, okay, you know what? Let's just focus on clearing out the woods here. That way we can at least use the time here while we're still kind of wasting it. I want to do 4 more hoplites. Because hoplites are cool and it's a good backup. The resource that is very limited here and more valuable than any gold is people. That's why I have been recruiting every person I came across, because I know this is the resource you really want to... Oh, this might be the traders camp then. Okay, because I was wondering what that is. Yeah, can you listen? Okay, whatever. They're not the smartest people. They're also not the tallest people. I mean, that kind of explains why we are the king, maybe. But yes, as you can see, this building now has cleared out their vines because it has been freed up from the forest. Now we can... Yes, okay. At least we have 1 defensive structure here on this side, which is already great. Good amount of hunting fields as well. This is what you want to see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, kill them. Kill them all. Leave no bunny alive. Did I upgrade the... Yeah, I did. Okay. I kind of want to... The thing is, this upgrade is so useless for the tower. The tier 2 tower is so useless. Why am I doing it, you may ask? Well, that's a good question. Just because of the late game. Because, well, obviously they are going to improve later on, in later stages of the game. Which is where we are aiming for, or what we are aiming for. It is also high time for us to visit... There's our first farmer here. Nice. Now, the previous unit of these used to fish. They used to pike down their pikes into the water and fish a fish. Let's see if they do it. You have 3 seconds until it gets night. 1, 2, 3, and you messed up. You failed. You failed me. Yes! Okay, we were still able to give him the coin. You cannot give him coins during night. So, yeah. Oh, there's a river. We want to clear out these woods here. We want to free up the river. Definitely. Okay, we also need much more people. We have enough builders for everything. But there are no... Yeah, right. Only 1 picked up a fork. I remember. Yeah, they don't generate any money. I mean, they can't. How would they? They have no hunting grounds here. Deers are also not really going... They can only spawn, I think, here a little bit. I mean, the forest in our kingdom also isn't that huge. So, also something you want to take into account. And for example, this is a prime example of where building a wall messes everything up. You do not want to build a wall here. under no circumstances, because that interferes with the farming grounds of the farm. Right next to us, right here, we have a farm. We want to use that farm. If we were to place a wall here, the farming grounds could not extend anywhere, because, well, on the right side you have woods, and which are a priority to keep because of the beggar's camp, and on the left side you have, well, your outer wall next to your hometown, which you also cannot road or, well, reposition, because that is always a place that has a wall. So that being said, it's not going to be a great farm, but, well, you can use it for what it's worth, for what little it's worth. And, well, I said we wanted to do hoplites, but no, let's not. Can we do something here now? Excuse me. Still a little bit sick. No, I don't think so. And let's see if that is actually his home thing. I do think so, because the farmer, the trader. This is the trader. Yeah, I haven't explained it. Yes, this is his home. So the trader is primarily stationed, he appears in the first few islands to kind of support you, because well, in the first islands you obviously start from very little, and it's gonna be a little, it's basically a little backup every time you, I don't know, mess something up and have no income and need coin. He's always there to provide you with it, so he's kind of your safety net. Okay, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very important. Listen, I'm a perfectionist. Okay? I cannot live with misplacing or doing one too many. It has to be perfect, okay? And yeah, this area also, it doesn't have enough hunting ground. What am I saying? Not hunting ground. Farmland. So we do actually need to chop down these woods here. I wouldn't go further than this, maybe. Although, you know what? Let's do it up to the last tree, because this is, well, it really takes up a lot of space. So, yeah, we really want to chop it down until the last one, which is actually very dangerous, because once I misclick and chop down this wood, this tree, it's over. No more hobos coming to our city anymore. So yeah, it's very dangerous to have it like this, but it needs to be. It is efficiency we are at. 1, 2, 3. Shit, I need coin. Can you give it to me now? No. Need one more hoe, thank you. They are the most expensive, but they are the farmers are your main source of income, obviously. Once they're properly set up, they pump coin like crazy. I also believe I have messed up this farm a little bit, because I maybe shouldn't have done this wall right here. Maybe this was one too many. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh no, never mind. I thought one hoplite was felt. Because they can die, even though they... I mean, only 2 can poke at a time. So it makes sense to for them to... Basically, if they poke too much, they die. They die. Well, they don't die really, they just lose their tool. So basically none units can't really die here. generally speaking. There are some instances where a unit disappears completely, or a citizen disappears completely, but it depends on which empire you're in, which therefore also has some specific enemies you're fighting, some specific greeds, and there are some greed types that can abduct your citizens, so these are the most cruel ones, because obviously, or as I've said, your citizens, and as you can see, we already have too much money. Your citizens are your main resource. This is the... Where's our banker? Where's our banker? Where the fuck is he? Yeah, there he is. Okay, this is the time where you want to give your banker as much coin as possible, because he stores this into your royal coffers, and each day, I believe, he increases the gold by 10%. I mean, this sounds sick, and it is. Which is... oh, no, don't... I hate it when he does this. You are supposed to store the coin, not give it back to me. Oh man, the banker. Goddamn asshole. Also upgrade to this farm, because now you will see they will return to the city center once it gets dark. Excuse me. It's also no use to get rid of these trees, because that would not be enough space for another tile of farmland. Okay, actually you will not see this, because they... oh, you will. There you go. It's nighttime, they return to the city center. I guess they still haven't registered that this is a safe spot now. And we have hoplites here as well now. Perfect. Meaning the defenses on each side should be equally distributed by now. Also recruit them so they may pike up some greedy buttholes. There we go. Oh, 3 units, huh? Poke them. Stab them. Yes. Yes. Okay, I believe the left side was the safe side, if I can remember it well. And at this stage of the game, we want to go attack. Usually in every other game mode, you cannot attack at this stage, because you would need certain upgrades, you would need certain modifiers, and, well, it would just not be possible to do it. But I think... okay, you know what? No, we're not gonna attack this day, because this is it's gonna be too close. I don't like this, because ideally we would station ourselves at the side, which we are going to attack that day, and as soon as the greed are dealt with, we rush out and go attack. How this works exactly, I will show. Don't worry, you will not go unbeknownst. And there we go. A hoplite fishing for some fish. So they do generate money as well, and, well, in this case specifically, more than our hunters, who are supposed to generate some money, because, well, thanks guys. You... wait a second. We don't have any... oh man, this is so much cash, holy shit. We don't have any hunting grounds here, right? So that is really the only source the water beneath them to gain some resources. Hoplites, I believe, cannot collect as much coin. I think the farmers have the hugest pockets, besides the banker, of course. Actually, no. I mean, the banker stores it all in the bank at the end of the day, so that's not his pocket, right? So, actually, holy shit. See this? See this? Abundance. We already have no issue with gold. And, so impossible is usually a game mode or a game's difficulty I play with friends, because if you have a second ruler, obviously the game gets a lot easier, because you do not have two sides to watch for, but well, just one side. And we also already don't need the trader anymore. You have become obsolete, trader, but I still appreciate your money. So, now we are going to follow up with the plan. I think we may even fight a night wave on the fields outside of our gates. That may happen. Depends really on the strength of the gate we are going to attack. Now, I do know how this attacking works for this faction, because I've done it once. But other than that, are they not coming? What the hell is happening? We're gonna pick up the spear. Well, that was a waste of time. And now that we have the spear, as you can see, our hoplites and some archers are following us. We can therefore, okay, we should grab a bite. Oh, no, don't give me cash yet, okay? Listen, you should keep that for later. So, this is already actually a good amount of units that are going to attack this gate. And is this the... Yeah, okay, this is the place we want to attack, actually, so we are correct. Holy shit! Okay, guys, holy shit, why are you so close? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it was my bad. So, as you can see, the gate can attack as well, which is why you want to position yourself a little bit far. Yeah, that was the attack. I think it even one-shots. I'm not sure. There we go. But four close range units is crazy. As you've seen, we have two gates. So, yeah, this right there was a stronger unit, as you've seen, wearing a mask. The mask is basically the armor for the greed. And I think having gold doesn't really change a lot for us. Guys, can you not walk in front of me? Okay, actually, wow. Oh my god. What is happening? Let's just build this thing. What is this? Is that an egg? Okay, a lot of things to happening right here, right now, of which I don't have an idea myself. I think this is a good spot to take out some trees, though, and clear that place here. Now, the units are still following us, and I don't know what I just picked up. Is this a bag? Is this an egg? I have no idea. All I know is that my pockets are full of gold and I cannot get rid of them. So, I think if you, yes, if you return to your walls, the spear returns. Now, you may have noticed the change of atmosphere after we have cleared out the portal. This is because after you clear out a gate, you summon what is called a blood moon. And at that blood moon, you will fight a very, very strong wave, which our units have already fended off, it seems like. So, yeah, well, it is still the start of the game, so the waves are going to be much easier than they're going to be later on in the game. There's also no grass to chop on. God damn it. I need to run. My coffers are full. Where's the bank man? Here he is. Take it all, banker. I want none of it left in my pockets. Now this is the peak of any governmental exploitation. We have 100% tax. And we don't even use any of that money. Anyways, I believe this is already enough to show for the first part of this playthrough. I don't know if I think I'm gonna continue it, but it really... You know, it's different. It's very different. I would really love to know your opinion about it, what you think about this game, and if you'd like to see more, of course. And therefore I will adapt, maybe saying, you know, maybe one more island, maybe two more island, maybe the entire faction. And yeah, I will ride now to the building, but I will stop right in front so we can next time take a glance at what has been built there. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!